Good morning. Hope you're going to have a blessed day today. It's going to be a nice day. Get out and enjoy it. Just want to share something with you this morning. We're going to be talking in 2 Timothy 4, 16 through 17 if you want to get your Bible and follow me. So let's read. Let's read this and see what it says. And so I'm going to let's set the tone first. Paul is in a Roman prison. It's dark, it's damp, it's nasty. It's nothing like the prisons today. Today they keep the prisons clean and spotless, and the prisoners have rights. Paul had none of that. This was a damp, nasty, dark cell, and they just treated him however they wanted to treat him. And just remember that once Paul was a Roman soldier, he was highly decorated. He was highly thought of. He was honored in the as a Roman soldier, but now he's in prison. He's writing to Timothy here, young Timothy. Timothy's very young. So let's see what it has to say here. We'll start at 16. At my first offense, no one supported me, but all deserted me. May it not be counted against them. But the Lord stood with me and strengthened me, so that through me the proclamation might be fully accomplished, and that all Gentiles might hear. And I was rescued out of the lion's mouth. Now today I want to talk about how do we look at the past of people, or do we look at the potential? So when I talk about Paul here, I want you to think about the past of Paul, but then Jesus saw the potential of Paul. So right here it says at first, no one supported Paul. No one stood with him. All left him. But then Paul said, don't count this against them. You know, back in verses 9 through 12, it talks about Luke is the only one with Paul, and that everyone else has deserted him. Well, Paul knew what that was like. You know, see, Paul had persecuted Christians early back in the day. Paul knew how he had done wrong and how he did not live for Jesus. And so he realized his life, that, you know, the wrongs that he had done. And he's saying here, you know, I've done wrong myself. I realize what I've done in the past. But yet, the Lord did not hold that against me. You know, and he's saying here, Lord, don't hold that against them. You know, Paul is talking to Timothy here, and Paul is seeing the potential in Timothy. Timothy's young, and he's going into a hostile place. But then we look at 17, it says, but the Lord stood with me and strengthened me, so that through me the proclamation might be accomplished. You know, the Lord saw the potential in Paul. He didn't see the past in Paul. You know, Paul was like I said, persecuting Christians. He was going against Jesus. But Jesus saw the potential in Paul. And Jesus rescued Paul and loved Paul, because he knew that he could be something great. You know, and and Paul realizes this with Timothy. He realizes that Timothy can be a great preacher, a great proclaimer of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so he's saying here, you know, come to me. Back in verse 9, it says, make every effort to come to me soon. I'm giving you this chance. Come to me, Timothy. And And let me show you what I want you to do. He's helping Timothy out. And this is a message that, if I look back on my life, I've had many failures, many things I wish I could take back that I did wrong. I've not always lived for Jesus. And there's many things I regret, but I can't take them back. I can only say, Lord, forgive me. And the Lord has forgiven me. He has built me up, loved me, and strengthened me. And He saw the potential in me. He didn't look at my past. He didn't look at what I'd done, but He looked at the potential. And He said, son, you deserve another chance. There are people out there today that we look at, and we look at their past. We look at what they're doing when we should be looking at their potential. We should be looking at them through our eyes. And when I say that, I'm saying that people has given us chances. I'm sure you can look back at your life and there's things that you're not proud of, but yet someone gave you a chance. Someone looked at the potential that you had. They didn't look at your past, and they gave you a chance. They took a chance on you because they saw the potential. They didn't look at the past. And that's what we need to look at people for, their potential, not their past. There's a job I'm working on now, and I'm so blessed to have that job. I didn't deserve the job. I didn't earn the job. But someone saw the potential in me, and they didn't look at my past. They didn't look at the problems. They didn't look at my Parkinson's. They didn't look at the accident that happened. They looked at my potential and blessed me. And that's so amazing. And when people they do that for you, when Jesus does that for you, it's amazing. So today, when you meet someone, maybe you know their past, but maybe you see what they're like right now, and you think, but by the way their actions are, you say they don't deserve anything. Maybe they're doing something wrong. And you feel like they don't deserve it. Don't look at their past. Don't look at what they're doing, but look at what you have done. Look at what chances you have been given. Look at their potential. Look at the potential that you had. Someone gave you a chance. Give someone else a chance. They deserve it. You didn't deserve it. But maybe they deserve it because you didn't deserve it. And you were given that chance. We need to share that with others. That's the love of Jesus. That's the love of Jesus, that we give others a chance. We see their potential. We don't judge them by their past. That's what I want to share with you today. It's really touched my heart. And I've been looking back. There's so many people that have touched my life. I've been off of Facebook the last few weeks. But there's deacons in my church that we've been studying 1 Peter. And I've really learned a lot from them. There's people in my accountability group at church. I've really learned a lot from them. And there's a lot to be had at church, a lot to be learned. And people at church has taken a chance on me. And so we need to take a chance on others and bring them to church. And just share the gospel with them. I love you today. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.